Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this and they just can't get it to trace good. And if you look, looks like it's drawn with a pencil. And at first, when I saw it, I thought it's not going to trace very good, but it does. So the one I'm doing it for, I made it really small. Let me get this one out of the way. And I'm going to use my standard trace bitmap outline trace clip art. Now it traces it pretty fast. And then I don't think I have to, but I'm going to remove background color from entire image, which takes rid of all that white. And now I'm going to move it over. But if we look close, that jagged coloration is terrible. So what I did is, let me set my nudge factors on 1 inch. This is 2. Let me set my nudge factor on 3. I'm going to take this and go up to Object and Group and ungroup it. Now I'm going to grab some black part and I'm going to move it over. Look at all the trash I left. All the different colors, and it's just trash. It won't do you any good. So we're going to delete that. We're going to bring this back, and it looks pretty good. Now it's missing some holes, and it's got really jagged edges because of the black part we did. I find it a lot easier to go up and put no fill and put an outline. Now I'm going to use the smoothing tool on the entire thing. See, we got some, I call those whoop-de-doos. I'm going to get the smoothing tool set on 0.1 of an inch because I don't want it too big. You need to kind of put on the bullseye, and if you don't see anything happening, it's because you're not on it. And then I'm just going to go around and I'm going to go around the whole thing first pretty fast. And if I need to, I can go back. But see how it's smoothing out? The smoothing tool is one of the best tools Corel ever invented. Now, I'm going to go over it pretty fast and then go back later. And you could use a bigger nib, but then you're going to be destroying some things you don't really want to. You know, like there's another whoop-de-doo. It's going to get rid of that whoop-de-doo. I call it a whoop-de-doo. A whoop-de-doo is when I was a kid, we rode motorcycles over hills that did whoop-de-doo. Now that we can fix, and I'm just going to kind of go over it real fast. And if you don't see anything happening, and you kind of want that ripple effect, you just don't want the abruptness. So see, it wouldn't do anything, so I make sure you click on it. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see, but you'll see it start smoothing out. Maybe I won't do the whole thing for the video, but I'm going to get the worst part. And then we're going to talk about how to join some nodes back and also make this leaf part better. So I'm just going to kind of go over the whole thing pretty fast and pretty far away. See, like here's some bad spots, really bad spot. But if we take the smoothing tool and just kind of keep going over it, and like right there and right here, I mean, it can have some jagged edges because it's Mother Nature plant. But if you're going to engrave this, you don't want so much jagged edges. I'm just going to get the worst part. And of course, you could set it on 1 inch, but look what happens. You're going to be doing too much. And so you might change it. You can do a little bit of that, but I would stay with your nib pretty low. Now, far as this, we've lost some of the leaf. Let me make that a little smoother real quick. That looks pretty good. Let me smooth this out. And then just take your shape tool and grab 3 nodes or 2 nodes, and then maybe put a node right there and curve it, put another node there and curve it, you know, kind of make it look like, and we could come off that plant. There's a node right there. Let's double click another node, double click another node, and just go from the center outwardly. And then you can always change it later by moving the handles and adding nodes. And that looks, see, that doesn't look to me like Mother Nature. So we're going to add a node there and add a node there and maybe grab both nodes and just kind of make it a sweep. Now, we've lost this section right here. We need to clean it up a little bit first. Some of you are probably know how to do this in board, but I like showing off the smoothing tool. So you need to kind of get rid of all this roughness before we try to join these together. And there's a couple ways to join them, but I'm just going to take my shape tool and grab like those three nodes and just kind of bring them over here. Now I can't smooth that out yet till I take my virtual segment delete key and delete that line. And see, I can't smooth that out or divide it. So then take your smart fill tool and make a new object. And then when we move that over, I can actually move it. Then we can left click, right click in this part where we joined that has a little roughness. Now all the nodes are connected, and now we can make that shape pretty good. And you could play around with this. I don't know if he's printing, and maybe for people in the future, when you send me a file, tell me what you're going to do with it. Because you wouldn't, if you were an engraver, you would not want that, especially if you're going to cut it out. I don't think he's going to cut this out. But, and then you could leave that hole right there and just kind of go over the whole thing. And then when you're done, just take your smart fill tool, fill it in with black, and you can kind of see parts you might have missed. Like, whoop, that's what happens when you still have the smart fill tool. That looks pretty bad. So let's go back to where it was just solid. It's still one piece. Let's take the smoothing tool and smooth that out a little bit. We just kind of want some blunt edges. Take the shape tool, maybe grab two nodes and bring it down. Take your virtual segment delete key and delete that. That doesn't look terrible, but as always, take your smart fill tool and fill that in. And then let me get rid of my original. And let's move this over. We don't need any yellow background anymore. But see how that rough part, and you could do it filled in, but I think you can see a lot more when you do it without an outline. So I'm left clicking, right clicking, no fill, get the smoothing tool back and just kind of go back over that part we just did. So keep your nudge pretty little, and I think you'll be a lot happier because you won't be changing things you can't see. I mean, if you make your nudge 1 inch, you can't, and if you zoom in, you can't really see what you're doing elsewhere on the plant. You can do a little bit of that, but I try to stay away from it. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Take the smart fill tool, fill it in one more time, and you got a rose with some leaves and some buds. I hope that helped them a little bit, somebody in the future, and thank you for watching.